EDLS 706ers. Dr. Palermo with your week 8 instructional video. It was great to be with you this past weekend. I enjoyed and learned something from each of your presentations, and I have asked you to follow up those presentations in a couple of ways. First, if you have a link to your Google Drive presentation or can download and upload it here, would you share them with others? I didn't grade this forum, but I would like to have I would like to be able to see those presentations and perhaps share them with others. Anyway, would you load your presentations here, please, in that discussion post? And then how about follow up with a little bit of reflection? I'm still thinking about the teacher licensure, teacher education programs, alternative licensure programs. I'm still wrapping my mind around that one and would have something to say. Do you have something to say about one of the presentations? Posted here, please. And I didn't grade that one. You don't have to respond to another, but post a thought, follow up. That was some meaty stuff, and we heard a lot about many different educational policies that we have been implementing over the years. There are new readings to do, please. I'm calling this one DeFore, though it's DeFore and Eaker, and this one Eaker. In chapter 6 of the DeFore and Eaker book, a real how-to about how to implement change, and some really good questions for leaders about the big things. What do we model? How do we allocate our time? What do we celebrate? Don't forget, if you're trying to implement anything, but especially PLCs, that taking time to celebrate should be a ritual that you have at your school. And what are we willing to confront? Are there tough issues that we can confront at our school, or are there some things that are off limits? My favorite, the KISS principle, keep it simple, right? Worked in Cub Scouts, works in schools too. Hey, part of the how-to in chapter 6 is that the shocking statement, the collaboration by invitation doesn't work. You have to put people in teams and tell them they shall PLC, and you have to follow it up. So some real nuts and bolts about how to do that, and that if you're not allocating time during the day to collaborate, you're missing the boat. So some good stuff in chapter 6 and that one. And chapters 3 and 4 in this book get real personal. If you don't know, again, Rick DeFore started PLCs at his high school, and then married Becky, who started PLCs at Boone's Mill. So they talk about that stuff, and it gets real. Again, if you'd had the opportunity over the years to see the Rick and Becky show, PLCs being presented in professional development, they have some credibility because they actually did do it and can say, here's how it worked at my school. So it's real. They did it. You can do it too. And I find that inspirational sometimes when you feel like you're rowing upstream. Good stuff. So how is it working for you? And that's the question after the readings that you're to do feedback, provide feedback in this dialogue post, PLCs in action. Many of you are in schools. If you're not, if you're in a central office position now, reflect back. If you're retired, reflect back on the time when you were in schools and working with PLCs. Especially, I'd like to hear your thoughts about the focus on data and learning. I could get people to collaborate around curriculum and lesson planning to a great deal. When it came to student data, we stumbled. And so give me your thoughts about that, and maybe if I were to do it again as a principal, I can learn from your experience. So that's it for this week. If you check the course calendar or the assignments, you do have work to do on your SRPs, but that's it for new stuff for me this week. Thank you and have a great week.